And with a young drummer named Oak. He was the pride of Ajoji, his hands gifted by the gods themselves. But Oak was not satisfied with being the best. He wanted more fame, more power. And when he heard the legend of the Ojadic drums, the sacred talking drums that could command men and spirits alike, he became obsessed. The drums belonged to the Agui of Ajoji, kept in a hidden chamber beneath the palace. They were said to be a gift from the ancestors, and only the chosen could touch them. Oak, blinded by ambition, decided he would take them for himself. One moonless night, while the village feasted after a bountiful harvest, Oak slipped into the palace. He knew the guards would be distracted by palm wine and music. Moving like a shadow, he found the underground chamber, his heart pounding. And there they were, the Ojadic drums. They were larger than any drum he had ever seen, their skins stretched tight, their wooden bodies carved with ancient symbols. As he touched them, a strange warmth spread through his fingers. He grinned. They were his now. He lifted the drums onto his back and disappeared into the darkness. The consequences. The next morning, chaos erupted. The Agui's palace was in turmoil. The Ojadic drums were gone, and with them, the voice of the ancestors. The village priest, an old woman named Mama Oda, gathered the people at the shrine. She burned sacred herbs and spoke in a voice that was not entirely her own. The drums have been taken, and so has our fate. The thief walks among us, but he will not walk for long. A silence fell over Ajoji. Everyone knew whoever had taken the drums would suffer. Meanwhile, Oak hid deep in the forest, far from prying eyes. He planned to sell the drums to a powerful chief in a distant land. But as he sat beside them, something felt wrong. The drums seemed to hum, a low, eerie sound that made his skin crawl. Then, at the stroke of midnight, they spoke. "Oak, you were not chosen." His blood ran cold. He tried to run, but his feet would not move. His hands, the same hands that once danced over drum skins, now felt heavy as stone. The whispers grew louder, swirling around him like a storm. And then silence. By morning, Oak was gone. Only the drums remained, untouched, in the heart of the forest. The return. Days passed, and a group of hunters stumbled upon the drums. They carried them back to Ajoji, and the moment they crossed into the village, the air changed. The people gasped as the drum sounded on their own, a deep, thunderous beat that made the ground tremble. Mama Oda stepped forward. She closed her eyes, listening. Then she nodded. "The spirits have spoken. The thief has paid the price. Let no one speak of this again." And so, the Ojadic drums were returned to their sacred place, and the village of Ajoji never saw Oak again. Some say the spirits took him. Others say he still wanders the forest, his hands reaching for a rhythm he will never play again. But one thing was certain. No one ever dared steal from the ancestors.